Hello, it's Cate Stillman with yogahealer.com, and my dear old friend and teacher, Mary Thompson, asked me to give graduation and career advice to the Ayurvedic practitioners graduating at the California College of Ayurveda. And she says, I find the work you're doing in the world to be inspirational. Having known you as a student and to see what you have manifested since that time is certainly inspiring to me. I remember the first seeds of Yoga Healer that you shared with me in your tiny trailer on Lindsay's property. I'd like you to share a small part of your story with the graduates. And if you have any words of wisdom for them, I'd like you to share those too. So just a little backstory. Mary Thompson was my first Ayurvedic medicine teacher at the California College of Ayurveda, where I enrolled in the Ayurvedic practitioner program. I think I enrolled in 99 and graduated in 2000, in early 2002. I started yogahealer.com, and I think I bought it on GoDaddy, the domain, and started building the website in November of 2001. Mary's known me since my very first Ayurvedic class, and I was really honored to receive this request from Mary. And yeah, I would love to give some advice to a new graduate. I do have some advice. And she asked, imagine if you, as you are today, could have whispered something to yourself during your own graduation ceremony. What would that have been? So I've come up with 10 tips. It just ended up being 10. I wasn't aiming for 10. But as I sat down, it just started to flow right out. And this is what I've got. This is what I've got for you if you're new. I also actually really recommend that you share this with anyone who's an Ayurvedic medicine practitioner or Ayurvedic lifestyle counselor. I just want to say it's not the easiest career path. And for many of you listening, it is your career path, whether you like it or not. And I know that's how it was for me. I was smitten. That's what Prashanti Dejagar also, who also went to CCA. I met him there. He was a class ahead of me. He was already more or less a guru at the time and just needed a certificate. He was saying, you just get smitten by Ayurveda and then it does what it wants with you. And that's very much what it felt like to me. I became a lifetime devotee before I even started at CCA. And by the time I was done, I actually was already making a living full-time with my skills in Ayurveda and in teaching yoga. And so from there it just grew. So I'm going to offer to you exactly what I would have told myself at the time. And I tried to actually prioritize this a bit, but not perfectly. Okay, so number 1, feel your care. I learned this years later. We all of us called into this profession, all of us called into the Wellness Pro path. We just downright care. Like we've walked our own healing journey. We're still walking our healing journeys, right? And we start to see just how many people need help. And that is where you're going to fuel your energy from your care. So be very in touch with your care. Sometimes it can feel like judgment, like you see tons of people that are super overweight or eating crappy food and you feel your judgment towards them. But under that judgment is your care, right? And sometimes you do have a desire to make a good living or make money or whatnot. But under all that is just that you care. You care that people feel better. And that is a power source. Keep returning to your desire to help people. Don't focus on what you're getting. Focus on what you're giving. You'll get good. And I promise you the opportunities will follow. Okay. Numero dos. Get experience, get results as quickly as you can. Malcolm Gladwell, 10,000 hours, right? Whittle away your 10,000 hours. It's going to take you a while to figure things out. And you need to work with people. You need to talk with people. You need to use your skills on bodies. You need to use your skills on emotions and minds and spirits. You need to find out what you're finding out. And don't worry about what to charge people. Just find out if you can provide value. Once you're providing value and getting results for people, you'll have a much better sense of how you can exchange your value in the marketplace. As I learned from Greg Hartle, author of $10 in a Laptop, he's an entrepreneur. And he said, and it's stuck with me, I wrote it down, I memorized it, I've said it a million times again and again for Greg, and it's, you serve at the pleasure of the marketplace. . So in the beginning, your job is just to get experience and get results. Often as Ayurvedic practitioners, we think that like people will do what we say. They won't. I promise you, they will not do what you say, right? So you've got to figure out how to create a transformational journey for them, how to create an experience that enables them to get results, and how to do that with some speed, so it doesn't take forever for you to help people lose weight, so it doesn't take forever for you to help people improve their digestion, so it doesn't take forever for you to get people out of chronic pain, okay? Focus on getting experience and getting results. Number 3, design a journey for your future clients. Now, this is an advanced, I gotta say, this is advanced, but I'm putting it in number 3 to get your wheels churning, to start to get you thinking in the right pattern. Everything that happens from when someone hears of you and someone hears of Ayurveda and then they get to know you because you're the Ayurveda person in your hood, right? Everything that happens from that point on is your responsibility. It's not theirs. You need to design a journey, and you can use so much cool stuff to do that now, even way more cool stuff than when I graduated in 2001. Technology's gotten so much better. You can use emails, phone calls, videos, worksheets, checklists, quizzes, retreats, one-on-one time, group time. You can do a mix of it all. And what you want to do here is focus on where the people who come to you from, where they want to go. Right? Where's their A to B? A is I need help. B is I feel amazing. And design for that, right? And design an experience that you love, that you wish you could have gone on, right? And design for that so that every interaction someone has, once they hear about Ayurveda and connect your name to it, right? That is, you're proud of it and they love it and they're like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. Things just fall into place. There's also a sense of ease when you design a good journey for your future clients. Number 4, invest in learning a better business model as an Ayurvedic practitioner. So FYI, I grew up semi-affluent, and as a typical Pitta head, I had a strong affinity for the finer things in life. I also have an ego that's the size of a Mack truck. So I wanted to not just be good at my chosen career in Ayurveda and yoga, but I was driven to be great. I wanted to thrive, not survive, as a wellness pro. So implementing the right business model has made the biggest difference in income, but more importantly, it's made the biggest difference in the kind of impact that I have. I'm continually evolving a better business model. I can show you what we're doing at yogahealthcoaching.com/thrive. There's a free training there where I can get much more into it than in this quick list. So that's yogahealthcoaching.com/thrive. We'll put it in the show notes to this episode. The business model, it just makes everything make sense. It makes that journey I talked about, it makes the financial end of that make sense for not just you, but for the person that's investing in their wellness. Okay. Numero 5, find the people who want help. So you got to go to where the people are already hanging out, where people want help already are. Don't try to get people who don't want help to want help. Don't try to get people who don't want to come with you. Don't try to convince people they need your help. Okay, it does not work that way. There are plenty of people out there that are looking for someone that speaks their language, that understands where they're at, that can help them take the next baby step of their journey towards thrive. Get really interested in where your people are. Your people are out there. Believe in that just from your own desire, right? We talked about in the beginning, number 1, that you feel your care. If you have care, there's people that are also trying to find you. So if you believe in that, you can find the people who want your help. Number 6, invest in your interests. Notice your ahas. Pay attention to where your interests lead. This is part of trusting the Shakti, which is the creative force of the universe that arises as your own yearning to be more, to do more. Notice who you're noticing. Notice whose work you're attracted to. Get in touch with your own desire to be good at guiding people to thrive, your desire to be great, and study those who are great. Study those who are making a difference. I know for me, this idea of investing in my interest, it took a lot of twists and turns, and it took a massive turn into the world of entrepreneurship and business and online marketing. It took a massive turn into self-publishing, and all I have to say is it was scary, like each step of the way, but I invested in my own interests. And oh my gosh, it pays off in spades over time. Okay, number 7, form a pro posse. This is big, you guys. This really is big. So stick together, form a mesh, or form even better yet, a mastermind. So you get stronger together. You can help each other to get established, and you can help each other take off. It's okay if a mastermind has mixed levels, right? So if there's some people that are ahead of you and some people that are behind you in certain ways, they should have different strengths that they also bring to the table, right? And one of the things that you'll find is if you study a mastermind model, which is the idea that a group of minds is better than one. And if you create a structure for that mastermind, how often you meet, what you do when you meet, what you're each there to get out of the experience, and you set up a strong structure, evolution will follow. So stick together, be in a mastermind. It doesn't have to cost you a dime. You can do it with your best friends from school. That's a great place to start. You can each invite a new friend in and get enough people that like to get it going. And really, I would advise somewhere, I'd keep it small in the beginning, somewhere between 4 and 6 members is what I recommend. Meet regularly, know each other's goals, track each other's goals, hold each other accountable to what you're doing next, and you'll have no problem getting your career started. Okay, number 8, learn the yoga of sales and marketing. Oh my gosh, this should really be number 1, but it's not. Okay, don't fall for the hype of the latest and greatest and how to grow your clientele. There's lots of workshops that are targeting you online. All I've got to say is that there's essentials. There's just basics. It's like the basics of alignment and the physiology. It's like the basics of hydrating and pooping. You need to learn the basics of sales and marketing. Respect the wisdom of the great teachers of sales and the great gurus of marketing. It's the yogic path of the marketplace, and it leads to having a bigger and deeper and more long-lasting impact. If you hold a holier-than-thou attitude towards sales and marketing and you can't get your hands dirty, you're very much limiting the kind of impact you can have and the kind of help you can provide the people who want your help. So learn how to market, learn how to sell, even before you know what you are marketing and what you are selling. Start now, and you'll be much better able to support yourself, and you'll be much better able to attract the kind of people that you most want to work with and that most want to work with you. I can't say this one enough. I would just press pause and rewind and replay this part like 5 times until it sinks in your head like this. I wish I had learned this earlier. Oh my goodness. Okay, number 9. Befriend technology and hire a techie virtual assistant. So whether you want to make a living or make a fortune, you live in the age of the search engine. You have the power to design original and uniquely valuable experience for the people who want your help. So go ahead right after this, like search for yourself on the internet. Do you like what you see? Do you want someone to have that experience of clicking on you and finding out what's next, how to work with you? How can you improve the experience? How can you help them get more help? Well, along the ways, what you're going to find is that there's a lot of stuff that you don't want to do that helps people find you. I'm a big fan of hiring virtual assistants. I hired my first virtual assistant back in, probably 2006 or 2007. Right now I have a team. I think we've about maybe 14 contractors, global contractors around the world, and they speak of each other's teammates. They speak of each other's coworkers. You don't have to grow big fast. You can start slow. You can start with hiring part-time gigs. I use Upwork.com. I've had people design my website, write my Facebook ads, take care of all my customer service, take care of email campaign automation, things that improve my client's journey to success. All the things that I'm not good at, right? I get off my plate and onto someone else's plate so I can focus on helping people. Okay, become a better version of yourself. This is big too. I put this at number 10, not because it's last, but because usually the first and the last things stand out. I learned that through marketing, right? So when you make a list, make sure you want people to read your number 1 and your number 10. Little insider tip. All right, become a better version of you. Raise your own bar. Keep raising your own bar on what you're wanting to get better at and how you can help people. Know who you are. And this is part of becoming a better version of yourself, is you actually have to know who you are to begin with. Take a slew of personality tests. Study your personality tests. I love Gallup's Strength Finder. I love using DISC. I use How to Fascinate, Sally Hogshead personality test. I use Wealth Dynamics. Love Wealth Dynamics. That one's a little more expensive, but if you want to make money, it's worth it. You want to know your assets and you want to grow those assets. You want to find out your native genius and you want to develop that. This is huge. I mean, for me, once I found out through Wealth Dynamics I was a creator star, I stopped struggling with the fact that so many yoga teachers and so many of the bigger Ayurvedic gurus and guides, they have a lot of star in them. They want to be on stage. They want to have the mic. And I'm fine being star, right? But deep down, I'm a content creator. I'm a book writer. I'm a curriculum creator. I'm a tribe leader and builder. And my drive towards creation is stronger than my drive as a star. I don't know what you are. Some of you are mechanics, though. I'm sure of that, where you get into like the nitty gritty behind what's going on in someone's physiology. And just like a mechanic tinkering to find out exactly what's going to make all the things line up and work again, that's where your skills are. So until you know your personality, for me, I'm very, very strong in strategy and in execution and implementation. Like I'm sort of through the roof on those things. I'm also an innovator, avant-garde. I like to be at the head of things, in the front. The point is this: who you are and who I am is not the same. What's going to work for you in your career and what's going to work for me, not just in the business model and how we run our show, but really in how we want to design our entire experience and that journey for our future clients, right? A lot of that has to do with you and your personality and what you're doing when you're not even thinking about it, your natural state of being. I can't help but be innovative. It's just my DNA. It's who I am. But if I design my career around being innovative, now I've got a perfect match. Now I'm not trying to put a round peg in a square hole. So know who you are and become a better version of yourself. And whatever you do, never present yourself as knowing it all. Never present yourself as having it all together. You'll create more separation than connection, which will keep your clients from getting results. Not to mention you'll feel like a fraud. And I can't tell you how hard that lesson was for me to learn, especially in the first, 15 years, right? So I feel like I'm really just kind of getting down and dirty with this one, where this whole idea of being humble and being vulnerable, at the same time, you need to create a safe space for the people working with you. So just remember that it's all about the field of connectivity. It's all about authenticity. And to me, one of the things I've noticed has helped me so much in coaching, and I really see myself more as a coach than a practitioner, is that I'm coaching people to a better version of themselves, right? And I let them know, hey, P.S., I'm not done yet. This is what I'm working on right now. In these areas, I'm a few steps ahead of you. Let me help you experience what you want to experience next. All right, Mary Thompson, just a deep bow to you for being who you are, for guiding so many students through becoming Ayurvedic practitioners. Deep bow to you too, Dr. Mark Halpern, founder of the California College of Ayurveda, for your dharma and starting and creating and nurturing and really delivering on this enduring school where people can come and study and graduate and go spread Ayurveda through their communities. Rock on in your career, Ayurvedic practitioners and Ayurvedic lifestyle counselors.